Hello, welcome to Taste of Change. I am Dr. Irina Koles, and today we have a very special day in ActonTV. Today is the birthday of our amazing director, Mark Ducci. That's why I am making the cake for him, birthday cake. But of course, I want him and all staff wants him to be healthy and continue many years and energized. So that's why I'll make the cake sugar-free and gluten-free and actually very low fat and delicious. You'll see. Okay, I'll use almond flour, oatmeal flour, agave syrup, the best substitute sweetener. I'll use coconut oil and evaporated milk, which is a good thing, and eggs. Okay, we'll start. The best thing, it is very simple and it has special taste. I've heard million compliments of this. We need to mix ingredients separately. So wet ingredients we'll put here, and the dry ingredients will go to another bowl. We need 1/3 of melted coconut oil. I melted it already, so we don't need to do it now. 1/3 of the cup. Agave syrup. Agave syrup is its glycemic index is only 20, so it is really amazing. It is very natural. It's made of agave plant, and actually its sweetness, it's sweet, so we don't need too much. We need even less than sugar or something else. It tastes like honey, no, not like, but similar to honey, and the texture is also very similar to honey, so it can be a very good substitute to honey if you cook something. Okay, evaporated milk. It is actually milk with all ingredients like vitamin D and everything is still here. The only thing, it's less water and less fats. I like using this. Okay, what now? And we'll mix it. Now, eggs. Eggs should be room temperature. So take it out of refrigerator for at least an hour, so it is not cold. You see, when the ingredients the same temperature, it is very beneficial because they mix better with each other and combine their aroma. That's why try to get them the same temperature. Okay, this goes here. Vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon. Oh, it smells amazing. And I got, especially for Mark, rum extract. So we'll put it also 1. These are all sugar-free, just a little bit of taste. Mixing well until it is a homogeneous structure. Well, nice. Eggs and all these components are incorporated together. Well, yes. In this bowl should be a little bit bigger because later we'll combine them, so choose the bigger bowl. Here all dry ingredients are going. So what we need 1.5 cups of almond flour, which is it calls bleached. So when almonds without this shell, you see there is no brownish parts here. If it is whole almonds, it's called almond meal. But we'll use almond flour for this particular case. like for many others. It should be full. 1.5, well, 1.5 cup, and 1 cup of oat flour. Many times I make oat flour by myself, just grinding oats in a coffee grinder, but not for cakes. For cakes, it should be like finely ground flour. Okay, is it cup? Yes, it's cup. Baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I prefer baking soda, not baking powder, because baking powder has starch in this, and we avoid starch. Now, the ingredient which helps raise and stay cakes and baking goods more structured, it is cream of tartar. So I added, pretty recently actually, I didn't use it before, but I like use it now. If you have 1 teaspoon of soda, you put 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. It doesn't have actually anything inside, so it's good. The only ingredients left is a little bit of salt. I'm not even measuring, just a pinch, because we don't want the cake to be salty. We mix it all also, and this helps to all raising ingredients incorporate better with others, so they distribute it evenly through this mixture. Because you know, sometimes like all soda is going to one place and cake is gone. No, actually you see. Okay, let me check if I didn't forget anything. No, I didn't. Okay, wet ingredients combined well, dry ingredients combined well. What we are doing now? Now we put them together. Wets are going to dry and mixing. Mixing carefully, but pretty intense, because everything should, like all this little, this is the texture. It's actually very nice to let it stand a little bit, maybe even 10 minutes makes difference, because these flours, they're different from white flour, and it's good when it is, yeah, and that's why it requires some time for them. It is not so quick like with white flour, but trust me, the result is very, oh, it smells amazing. Okay, let's put it aside while we prepare the sprinkle is with cooking oil. And what I always do, sprinkle it with a little bit of flour, because you know this form sometimes it will be the worst thing. This cake is not going out of this, so it will be too pity to break the cake. Should be good, maybe in the corners. This will not influence the amount of flour, because it is just a little amount. Okay, you know what? I think it should be a little bit something I don't like. I think I'll add just maybe a little bit of oat flour. Probably I didn't press it. It should be more, maybe I didn't put the right amount. So I added a little bit of oat flour to make it thicker. We cannot achieve it with almond flour. Oh, now I feel we are doing much better. This is it. The temperature, the oven is preheated to 350. We'll put it all here. It all goes to this cake shape, and we'll go to the oven. I repeat, preheated to 350 for 20-25 minutes. I usually put it on 20 minutes and check through the window, and if not, we'll add 5 minutes. Okay, ready to go. So the birthday cake is in the oven. Meanwhile, we have time to make frosting. We'll use cream cheese, and it should be soft, very soft, so keep it in the room temperature for several hours even. We need maybe half of this amount for this cake, so half of this box. Cream cheese, it's a little bit salted. Whatever I look for less salted cream cheese, it is almost impossible to find. And but in combination with whipping cream and agave syrup, we should have good results. I am adding to cream cheese 1/3 cup of agave syrup, my favorite. Okay. And we start mixing this first. At this point, I also add another teaspoon of vanilla extract, again for better incorporation. Okay, I think this is it, 1 teaspoon. Yes. And we'll add 1 cup of whipping cream. This should be the result, and as you notice, I'm not using starch or this dry pudding sometimes you can see in recipes which also contain starch. So it is just cream cheese, whipping cream, and agave syrup, so no any additions. Well guys, I'm very happy with the results. Look, it is tall, it is very evenly baked, it smells amazing. So since it is tall, and actually it was my idea to cut it like this, so we'll have 2 layers. It is better than bake separately, because this way it will be more moisture and juicy. Now we'll transfer it, it's still hot, so transfer it to the rack to cool a little bit. Oh, opa. Let it cool. Well, the cake is cool already. The frosting is ready. It's time to put it. So we'll put maybe 1/3 part in between, so it will be juicy, and the rest, yeah, maybe a little bit more, and the rest will go on top. Oh, nice. We definitely want to put it on sides. The cake for our director, Mark Ducci, is ready. We are going to invite him and celebrate. You were watching Taste of Change with Dr. Irina Koles. You'll find the recipe and video at weightdestiny.com and ActonTV.org.